Now it's time for What's Hot. We talk about stories that have all of us talking.
And we're joined right now by digital media strategist Katie Klein, and Jeff Wagner is back. Our first topic today, the parents of a 10-year-old Pennsylvania girl who's been waiting 18 months now for a lung transplant. They are waging a fierce fight to change an organ allocation regulation. The parents say those rules are keeping their desperately ill daughter from the life-saving treatment she needs, but organ transplant experts say there's no way to bend the rules for this little girl. Essentially, she could have an adult lung, but they are saying she can't get that because she's under 12 unless everybody on the list who's an adult doesn't need it, and then they can go to her, even though she is sicker than these people.
And I mean, to cut through all this, look, my heart goes out to these parents and this little girl, but here's the way it's set up. Especially with lung transplants, it's children's lungs are not easily transplanted into adults and vice versa. So they have this rule that if you're 12 and younger, you're at the top of the list if there's like children's lungs, but you're at the bottom of the list if there's an adult lung, because the chances of the transplant being successful are dramatically less. You can't take a 40-year-old lung and put it into a 10-year-old body and expect it to succeed. And that's a tough reality, and my heart does go out to them. But I think given how precious these organs are, you want to make sure the transplant is into the person where it's going to have the greatest success.
But don't you think programs like these should be, their rules and regulations and the criteria should be re-evaluated every, 10, 20 years, whatever it may be, so that patients will get rated based on their level of intensity and severity of their illness, regardless of age?
Well, no, I think what you want to look at is what's the greatest chance for success? I mean, because let's say you have a 30-year-old that if that transplant is made, there's a good chance that it's going to take, and they're going to live another 20 years, whereas if you transplant the lungs into the 10-year-old, the chance is it's not going to work, and the child's probably going to die in 6 months later. I mean, I think you want to look at where the greatest chance of success is for it to be a successful transplant, regardless of age. And
you can't blame the parents, though. I mean, if I were in their shoes, I'd be doing the exact same thing.
Wouldn't want to be the ref on this one.
No.
Yeah.
Coming up next, retailer JCPenney has caused a stir after some people complain that one of its tea kettles resembles an infamous dictator. We'll take a closer look. More of What's Hot is next.
It's a legendary celebration, one of the most prestigious events in professional sports, and you're invited. The 43rd Annual Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame Induction Banquet. Be there as former Packers players Chris Jackie and Kabir Baja-Biamila and former team president Emil Fisher join the ranks of the team's most elite members. The Green Bay Packers Hall of Fame Induction Banquet, Saturday, July 20th at historic Lambeau Field. To purchase your tickets, visit TMJ4.com.
Habush and Rotier has recovered more money for more of Wisconsin's injured than any other personal injury law firm. Over 75 years of helping Wisconsin's injured. Habush and Rotier.
If these legs could talk, they'd say, this year, we're not going to sit on the sidelines. We're not going to wear long pants in July. Now that we're free from those uncomfortable varicose veins, we're going to show them what we can do. And show off a little, too.
Varicose and spider veins can keep you from doing the things you love with the ones you love. And they only get worse if left untreated. So call Vein Clinics of America or visit veinclinics.com.
Listen to your legs and jump back into life.
Such a funny episode.
I wish I had DVR'd it.
What'd you say? With Time Warner Cable, you can view a show you missed up to 72 hours after it's aired.
It's called Look Back.
At no additional cost.
Of course it's free. If you don't lift your game, I am going to have to trade you.
He's a rookie.
Yeah, it's his first week.
Well, in that case, welcome to the team, Rook.
Switch to a better entertainment experience and ask how you can get a $200 Visa reward card. Just call and save. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better. Guaranteed.
At D&M Heating and Air Conditioning, at your service is more than just a slogan. It reflects decades of quality service and customers who only choose D&M.
D&M at your service.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life to somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Get ready for Access Hollywood Live.
You know what? He did it to win it!
With Billy Bush and Kid Hoover. See what happens next.
Weekdays at 2 on today's TMJ4.
Welcome back, everyone. A foggy start to our day here locally, and then it just became beautiful this afternoon. Still waiting to see some showers or thunderstorms pop up late this afternoon into the evening hours, but it'd be very hit and miss. Not everyone's going to see it. Where they are watching the storms very carefully, Nebraska, Kansas, and western Oklahoma. This is all tornado watches. No warnings as of yet, except for one now just to the east of Amarillo. Severe thunderstorms making their way toward Oklahoma City with large hail and some very strong winds, and of course lots of lightning and heavy rain. We'll watch all this area very carefully. Some big storms also up in Kansas, west of Wichita, but no tornadoes being reported as of yet. To the graphics we go. The bullseye, if there was one today, was from Oklahoma through Kansas and Nebraska and maybe extreme southwestern Wisconsin. It's a very slow-moving storm system, so it's going to be almost the same bullseye for tomorrow, maybe getting a little bit closer to us, but it would be late in the day. I think most of the day tomorrow is a lot like today. Sunshine, some humidity, and highs near 80 degrees with any storms or showers developing late in the afternoon into the evening hours. Had a few areas of sprinkles and light rain showers this morning. Racine, Kenosha, and Walworth County. Now we're quiet. The state is very quiet, and some scattered showers Minnesota and Iowa. No severe weather there locally. And with that moving to the northeast, that'll be affecting places like La Crosse, Eau Claire, and Wausau. Not here. For us to see any rain, we're going to have to see it develop down by the Quad Cities and into central Illinois with everything moving to the northeast. As of now, the next couple of hours look to be very quiet. It is humid outside. Dew points are in the 60s here locally. You can feel it. It's not steamy like it would be in the summer, but compared to how it's been over the last couple of months, or last 6 months, you can definitely feel it out there. Not a cloud to be found in West Bend. Downtown looks gorgeous under that sunshine and very comfortable. 81 degrees. 79 in Burlington, 80 in Fond du Lac. It's 78 here in Milwaukee and on the western side of Port Washington, and lower 80s from Whitewater out towards Madison and the Dells. We'll see some very scattered evening showers outside. You could even hear a few rumbles of thunder. No severe weather expected. Then overnight, mostly cloudy with some patchy areas of fog and lows in the low to mid 60s. The warm start means a warm day tomorrow. Most of us will be right around that 80-degree mark. A little bit cooler along the lakefront with that southerly wind, kind of keeping those areas that stick out like Wind Point and Racine and Sheboygan a little bit cooler. Look for some storms to develop late in the afternoon, especially west of Milwaukee, and then moving in here toward the sunset hours and into the evening as well. We're in the warm sector of the storm system. We're unsettled. We're humid. So we'll see these showers popping up later today, once again late tomorrow, and once again on Friday as well, with Friday being the best chance to see severe weather here locally as this cold front gets closer. And then on Saturday, behind that system, just a few clouds and a few very scattered showers around, but not a perfect day by any means. 64 degrees tonight, evening showers, otherwise mostly cloudy and some fog. 80 tomorrow, continued windy, continued humid, and a few late day storms popping up. The 7-day planner shows almost 80 on Friday as well. 75 on Saturday with a few pop-up showers, and 62 breezy and cooler for Sunday, and we'll stay cooler and dry next week. We'll get out of this unsettled pattern by Sunday. Back to you guys.
Yeah, June's just around the corner. So.
It sure is.
All right.
Now more of What's Hot.
Again, we're joined by Katie Klein and Jeff Wagner of News Radio 620 WTMJ. Our next topic today, should Wisconsin sell Choose Life license plates? The new bill proposed by state reps is stirring up controversy. Republicans want to create a new license plate that would help fund anti-abortion groups.
I feel like this is just, setting people up for more harassment in life when there already is enough harassment. I don't understand where this would fall in, why this would fall in the priority list to be introduced into our local politics. It doesn't seem to be something that would put us a step ahead, rather just create more controversy and divide us as a state even further.
Well, majority of states do this, and I guess my opinion would be they sell them. If somebody wants to spend $50 and buy this personalized license plate, who cares? And similarly, if the people on the other side want to come up with some other saying and they want to put that on the license plate and they want to buy it, I'm okay with that too, I guess.
But do you think this opens the door for other nonprofit groups to do the same thing and demand that they also have license plates to be sold?
Well, perhaps, but then I guess I would say you look at it on a case-by-case basis and you decide. But, I mean, people want to spend $50 for this, a good chunk of that goes to the state. I'm all about trying to get money for the state voluntarily from people.
I think Florida has raised $7 million from the
Yeah,
plates,
something
the same
big.
type of vanity plates or specialized plates, you should say. Okay, our third topic, our final topic today, a tea kettle. What does that tea kettle look like? Hitler, of course. Some people complained. This JCPenney tea kettle resembles Adolf Hitler. Motorists took photographs of the billboard, and some took to social media to discuss the kettle, which they believe looks like the infamous dictator. Do I just not have enough time?
You missed it at first, right? I mean, you didn't see it, and then now you can't.
Well, you know what? I don't really study teapots. If I saw that, I wouldn't be like,
That wouldn't be my first
what does
conclusion.
that teapot look like?
Right.
You know, this is like those, they call them stereograms. You know, there's those pictures that you stand there and you stare at and you stare at, and all of a sudden you see the ship in them. No, well, I've never been very good at either. Honest to goodness, when the topic first came out from Stephanie's, when I looked at it and I saw a tea kettle, and
Yeah,
then
Charles
it's like,
had to break it down for me.
Okay, then I started looking, and I guess I saw it. I'd say anybody who's got a beef with this one, too much time on your hands.
Yeah,
It's a tea kettle.
JCPenney keeps selling the tea kettle.
Well, actually, they took it down from their website,
Right.
but
Oh,
now they're
gosh.
showing up on eBay, and people are making a pretty penny off of it. You know, to JCPenney's credit, they fired right back as soon as people started taking to Reddit and other social media outlets to complain and spread the picture. They responded and said, you know, completely unintentional. We think it looks like a snowman, or we think it looks like this, but
They
I
should have
don't
just
know.
said
It's a tea kettle.
it's a tea kettle.
It's a tea
Well, yeah.
kettle.
Why do they always have
Big
to find
deal.
evil in it? I mean, take a look at this. I think it could look like
Yeah.
Laurel and Hardy there. Hardy on your
sure.
right. You know, so.
Either one of them.
Either one of them. So it's, I guess, people just want to make some noise out there.
I think it's funny, and JCPenney's got to be loving all of the attention that they're getting, negative or positive. It's kitschy.
Well, hopefully it helps JCPenney.
I'm sure. They've had a rough
They
go
need
of
some
it
help.
They
lately.
need a little of that.
For
All right,
sure.
guys. Thank you.
We'll take a quick break and be right back.